it, take you right to it. Made it wheels and it got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Out left to Dotson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
43! 43!
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to work. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got some space here.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
15. Yellow.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to...
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer. You pay fees for my big show. Any visa for my Leisha. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Greg Zuerlein out for the opening kick. And away we go at the link. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. A lot of grass ahead. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Crowd left Yeti. Delta.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Just one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Great. Set. Delta.
Taken in by Smith. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. 63, 6. Delta.
Running left. This is Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Xavier Gipson now to return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the 1st time. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Hall once more. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, 626 out there. 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
We send a man in motion. Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Rodgers here from the gun. Completed over the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Second and 6 now. Has a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And they take him down right along the 30. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. A give left side for Hall. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
50. Back north. 630.
From the 28. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Hall. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Trying again, Hall. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Give him 5 yards on 2nd and goal. They're going to be 5 yards out on 3rd.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. That one's out and cut on the right side. And that's a New York touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Zuerlein with the extra point. And the Jets start off well to tie things 7-7. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive.
Ready, set. Yeti. No touch.
First down throwing for Hurts. He beams one deep right side. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Jump out.
Receiver in motion, going left. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. Wilson's got it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Inside. Hey, take 26. Cat 300. Cat 300.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Wilson on the slant. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
26.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Greg Zuerlein going to try to knock this through for the Jets. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Bass's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. He finds Allen Lazard. We'll have him gain about a handful there. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They've got a man in motion. Rodgers throwing on third down. That's complete to Wilson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He's back to throw. He'll get this complete to Lazard. And this one does not go far. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Don't touch.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on third down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Great, set. Don't touch.
Looking to throw on third and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Great.
All set up now for first and 10.
Hey, 73. Don't touch.
This finds Smith. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down, that brings up second and 5. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable.
Eagles 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5.
Hey, don't touch that. Alpha.
They go to Barkley again. And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He stopped at the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
No touch it. No touch it.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Lewis Cine. And the Eagles will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Great, shot. Alpha.
Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Silver, set. Great, set.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll advance this down to the 22-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
73.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles up by 4. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Great, set.
He's got Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles parlay the interception into points. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They go right back to Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he is to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9. Throwing now. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. One final shot here. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.